I want to talk about a little bit of a new habit that I've been trying to create just in the last little while actually, and that is, and I hope that you can relate, the fact that we all want to get our message out there right now, and lots of people with social networking, even if you're not online, if you're offline, most people want to tell their story and want to be the center of attention and be known. And I'm finding that if everybody just does that and wants to tell their story, it's pretty hard to build relationships, and it's hard to get your word out there at all because everybody else is doing it. And so one thing I've been trying to do more of is get really interested in other people's stories and get interested in what other people have to say and what they've been doing in their life. I have definitely been guilty in the past, up till very recently actually, of almost, I don't want to say it in a negative way, but prejudging people. Either maybe they were too old, or, and I'm just being honest here, nothing derogatory, but maybe they're too old. I don't want to. They can't teach me anything about business, or they don't know anything about what I'm doing, or they're in a company. They run a business that I have absolutely no interest in. They're a carpenter, and I'm online. I have nothing. I have nothing in common with that person. These are just generic examples, but you get the idea. It's so easy to look at somebody that you've met and automatically assume that there's nothing you can learn from them. And I'm trying to habituate taking as much interest as possible in every single person, and it's actually been a really fascinating process. I've seemed to be attracting a lot of cool people into my life, more so than before, and it's almost like because I'm looking for them, they're there. And then I'm really digging in and asking them real questions that I'm genuinely interested in, not just surface level talk, or because I promised myself I'd do this, but once I hear the person talking, I ask them questions that come to my mind that help me try to really get into their head. I'm almost meeting them and trying to live their experience with them. And it's been really cool. So an example, the other day I was at the coffee shop, and I take my laptop in really early in the morning this past week just to get some writing done. And this older gentleman comes up and he asked me what I'm working on, and he sat down with his coffee and started talking. And usually I'm in my focus mode, so if somebody does that, I'll quickly chat with them and then pack my laptop up and move somewhere else because I'm trying to get stuff done. But in this particular case, I was on this tangent of trying to learn more about people. I said, this guy showed up for a reason, let's hear what he has to say. And we had a great chat. I talked to the guy for maybe half an hour, and he told me some really, really interesting stories about traveling he's done and a book that he's writing. And it really inspired me, actually, of more of the things that I want to be doing in my life. And I wouldn't have had, and it was cool because it happened early in the morning, so it set my day up I had a really cool day. Like, I was in a totally different state of mind, had different perspectives on everything I was doing, and I almost missed out on that whole experience because, I just didn't want to talk to the guy because I was busy. And I'm not saying you're always going to be able to do this. We all have deadlines and there's stuff to do. But I guess what I am saying is just be a little bit more open to these experiences, and be more open to learning from people that in the past, for whatever reason, you may have prejudged as that's just someone I don't want to deal with. I don't want to talk to them, or they're not going to be interesting, or they're just going to talk all about themselves. And just be open to it. See what happens for you. From a marketing perspective, since most of the time here we are talking business and entrepreneurship, imagine how things could go for your business if instead of just always prospecting and selling, you went out and found the people that would be your ideal clients, and just go to them as somebody interested in what they do, and even tell them, look, I'm not trying to sell anything, I'm literally just trying to meet you and build my network, and I'd like to know more about what you're doing here in your operation. How did you get started? Why are you doing it? And, I never even thought you could do a business in this industry. How do you find your customers? And talk to them about life, and it's really cool because it becomes more of an engagement process, which is what all this social media stuff is about. But you can start the process and get a real network built just by taking interest in other people. So I don't know how you want to do this and apply it in your own life, but I'm sure there's a ton of ways. All you really have to do is look for people and try to learn their story, and then see how you can relate it back to you to get some inspiration, get some ideas, maybe make a new friend who could connect you with somebody else. You never know. But I hope that that little idea helps you out, and let me know what you thought about it.